I'm going to go live also on YouTube. Hi, you guys. We're going live today to talk about the number 1111, how you can see it. Are you missing the actual message of 1111? So again, we're going to talk about 1111, whether it's from a clock when it's 1111, whether it's 111, or whether you see the literal number 11 or 111 in your life. I hear a lot of things out there, a lot of people talking about what they think it means to them. And while I truly know that the rest of the number sequences, the 222, the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, the 6s, the 7s, and on up, can be sporadic and can be what you want them to be. My 22, when I see it, may not mean what it means to you when you see it. However, for me, my knowing is the numbers 1111 or 1010 are master numbers, and they come to us in our lives for a specific purpose. They're not meant for you to make a wish. They're not meant for you to say, ooh, I wonder what's coming because I just saw that number. Not at all. They are meant to affirm what is happening in that exact moment, or what happened moments prior to you receiving the 1111. So let me explain a little bit about that. I posted a little bit on Instagram how 2 days this week, I did everything I needed to do in the morning, and I wasn't on any time schedule. But when I left the house both those days to go out and do my errands, I got in the car and the clock exactly read 11:11 both those days. What that told me was affirming that everything I did that morning was in the order it was meant to be done. It got started and it finished in the order it was meant to be done. So I got that confirmation when I got in my car and saw 11:11. I commonly see 11:11 in my car. That's one of my indicators. Do I see it a lot when I'm other areas? Of course I do. I just was going to do this live on Instagram, and I noticed that 11 of my followers were on Instagram at this time. So that was my affirmation that this was supposed to happen at this time, at this moment. So again, 11:11 doesn't mean you make a wish. 11:11 doesn't mean the universe is supporting you going forward. It's always supporting you. But in that moment, when you see 11:11, what is going through your mind? What has happened moments prior? That's what you need to look at and view that 11:11 as the master number that it is, or 111 as the master number that it is, and accept that affirmation from spirit, the universe. Say, thank you for affirming I am where I am meant to be in this moment. Let me give you a couple of other examples. There was a time when I was driving from Seattle across the country, and I was going to go to my daughter's in New York City, Brooklyn, New York City. And as I left Seattle, I don't have any planned routes. I don't know if I'm going to go different areas. Once I start, I just know kind of the direction I'm going to go, whether I'm going to take the north route or the south route or the middle route to get across the country. So I said that day, wouldn't it be great if when I got to my daughter's that my mileage read 11,111 miles? Wouldn't that be fun? So I set off on my journey, forgot about it, set off on my journey. I made a lot of twists and turns. I stopped some places, went and visited some landmarks, eventually making my way to Brooklyn. And as I came in and got off where I normally meet her, and we'll say it's like maybe now another 3 minutes to her apartment. However, it takes a good 20 minutes sometimes with traffic and trying to find a parking place. I called her and said, I'm on my way. And she says, great, I'm on the subway. I'll be getting off in a few moments. Text me when you're parked. So I get to her apartment and I drive past her apartment because I I can't find parking around that area. And my mileage said exactly 11,111 miles. So I drove around the block. I'm still at 11,111 miles. I find a parking place right on, close to her, right on the same block, but down the street. And I call her and I say, okay, I'm parked. And she's like, I'm right behind you. She had gotten off the subway at the exact time that I was circling and walked up the exact street. I never know how she's going to get home from the subway. Walked up the street and found me just exactly after I parked. Now that story continued. I thought it was exciting. She's like, of course it happened to you, Mom. That moment, I unpacked my car, I locked it up and went in the house. 2 days went by because it was a good parking place. 2 days went by and I go out to check something in my car, or maybe we were leaving. All my windows were down in my car and nothing happened. Nothing was stolen. The car didn't get hijacked, nothing. For 2 days, the windows were down in my car on the streets of Brooklyn and nothing happened. Confirmation, confirmation, and confirmation. So to wrap it up, sum it up, if anybody has any questions, thank you, everybody. Thanks, Natalie. Thanks for joining. Thanks for following. I appreciate it. Love the likes, love the shares. I just hit 1,600 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So cool. I was waiting for that number to tick up. I'm doing a ton of Instagram live shorts and also, also shorts on YouTube. And I'm on TikTok now officially doing word of the day from the Spirit Dictionary. Pretty powerful messages coming in every day. So watch your 1111 number. Watch what you're thinking. Watch what's happening. Another time it happened to me, my mom and I were at the Lincoln Museum, somewhere in Indiana maybe, and we got into the car and I pressed something on my dash and it lit up with 1111. And my mother's like, does that say 1111? I said, yes, we are leaving this place right exactly at that time. So yes, thank you, Natalie. I've got another podcast coming out with the great Life Continuing Tanya, coming out in 2 days. I forgot about that. Coming out in 2 days. This was a fabulous and very powerful, expanding, evolutionary chat that we had. So you'll see it posted everywhere. I'm sure you'll find it because I will post about it, and I appreciate that. Thanks for the shout out, Natalie, for that reminder. Okay, 1111. Don't forget, not the same as all the other numbers. It's not about making a wish and thinking things are out of your control. Things are in your order. Things are happening in the order they are meant to happen. So acknowledge that 1111 because that's telling you you hit a flag. You hit a moment where this was meant to happen. I love my stories about 1111. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I'm going to be signing off now. We'll see you next time. Hello from Germany. Hello from Germany. Thank you. I see it looks like you're on both streams. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. It must be a good time of the day for you. All right, Natalie's going to ask a question. Okay, I've noticed that in the past week, I've been feeling into what feels good and flowing with that, seeing more numbers now. Perfect. So what does that do? When you begin to feel good in a world of no good, bad, right, or wrong, but you feel more content about your feelings and about your awarenesses, your vibration starts to resonate at a higher level. When you vibrate at a different level, other things come in. So you might experience more deja vu, which I call time loop distortions. You will see most definitely more number sequences for sure. So figure out what the 111, we know what that means now after watching this, but what does the 2 2s, the 3 3s, the 4 4s, the 5 5s mean to you? So when you see the 2 2 2s in your life, what's happening in your life? For me, that means support of family and friends. And when I see 2 2 2s, I'm in a situation where that's what I'm doing a lot of, supporting my family in intense situations or my friends in situations. 333 for me is about relationship, one-on-one relationships, whether it's partner work. For a long time when I was younger, I never knew this, but every guy I dated had 3-3 somewhere in their life. And I only realized it years later. One guy, it was the number of his basketball jersey. Another guy, it was his call numbers because he worked at the volunteer ambulance service. And those relationships, no good, bad, right, or wrong, and they didn't pan out, but they taught me so much. So 3-3 for me didn't mean that I was in the relationship I was meant to be. It meant that I was in the relationship I was meant to be at that time to learn some lessons. So it was my choice. Do I fight the lessons or do I go forward with them and move through them with my own choices? Hey, from Mexico, thanks so much for joining. I appreciate that. I love all my new subscribers on YouTube. Have you seen my shorts, my YouTube shorts and my reels on Instagram? And I'm on TikTok too, if anybody's on that. Loving life, content with life, and I'll continue looking for 1111. And I believe I'm going to end right exactly at 1111. So thanks everybody for joining. Take care. I end the stream at 11:11, you guys.